What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously once again. I am back to do my Ring of Honors and CMLL's Global Wars Milwaukee Espectacular 2019 predictions. Now, Global Wars Milwaukee happens this Sunday, live and exclusively on Honor Club from the Potawatomi Casino in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, this card for the final show in this Global Wars tour in Milwaukee is stacked, folks. As of right now, we have 7 big matches. So, I'm very excited to do my Global Wars Milwaukee predictions for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, this is the 4th video of a combined 5 video day on the channel today, guys. So, hope you guys will be able to watch all of these videos. Always show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks, your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, as a first time viewer, this is your first video, boy, pick the goon if you're a huge fan of Ring of Honor and CMLL like I am, and you're ready for this Global Wars event in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just two. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these Global War Milwaukee predictions. Now, if they do add any other matches to this card, which they probably could, I'll have them in the comment section down below, but because I'm going to do the 7 big matches that have already been determined. Let's start off with the first matchup. It is a CMLL Trios match. On one side, you have the team of the original Sin Cara, Carcisco, Stuka Jr., and the man that could be coming in as the new first ever Mexican-born Ring of Honor World Champion, Volador Jr. And their opponents consisting of Okumura, Rey Bucanero, and Hechicero. Now, the last time we saw a Trios matchup in a Ring of Honor show, it was Summer Supercard in August. And that matchup was fantastic. It went from 0 to 100 real quick. And I have a funny feeling this matchup will also go from 0 to 100 real quick. So, coming from me in this Trios matchup for CMLL, I'm going to go with the team of Carcisco, Stuka Jr., and Volador Jr. to defeat the team of Okumura, Bucanero, and Hechicero by any means. And now the next matchup, and this one could be a hoss battle. On one side, you have Ring of Honor's biggest tag team ever, the team of Brian Malonis and the Beer City Bruiser. Hold my beer, it's the Bouncers. And their opponents, representing Villain Enterprises, they are 2/3 of the reigning Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions, the team of Brody King and PCO. Now, you talk about a hoss battle between 2 of the biggest tag teams in Ring of Honor, the Bouncers versus PCO and Brody King. This one's going to be wild, but it's going to be really fun. And this could easily be a contenders matchup for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles after Death Before Dishonor. So, coming from me in this Hoss Tag Team battle, as much as I love the Bouncers, I don't even drink and I love these guys. But coming from me, I'm going to go with the team of Brody King and the man who is absolutely not human, PCO, to defeat the Bouncers by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a women's tag team battle. On one side, you have the team of Stacy Shadows and the first ever 2-time Ring of Honor Women's Champion. She is the Gatekeeper, Kelly Klein. And her opponents, all representing the Allure, consisting of the exotic goddess Mandy Leon, and in my opinion, the #1 contender for the Ring of Honor Women's title, Angelina Love. Now, ever since the Allure debuted at G1 Supercard, they have made the Women of Honor division a living hell for Kelly Klein. I mean, and Kelly Klein has been the champion. She's been the fighting women's champion, but Angelina Love is the last person to defeat her in a match, at best in the world. And for some reason, Ring of Honor has not given Angelina Love her rightful one-on-one shot. And I know a lot of people don't like the Allure, or they don't like the association with them, with Velvet being Bully's girlfriend, and we all know the story in Kent with that fan saying something to Velvet, and then they brought the guy backstage, and Bully Ray had to berate him and kind of threaten him, trying to say, "Oh, don't talk to my woman like that." When it comes to those 3 women, they definitely bring controversy, and they get people talking in a negative way. But in my opinion, Ring of Honor, you got to give Angelina Love that opportunity. She's a former 6-time Knockouts champion, and she beat Kelly Klein. So I'm surprised you guys are waiting this long to give her a one-on-one shot at that belt. And hopefully they will give it to her sooner rather than later. So, coming from me in this women's tag team battle, I'm going to go with the team that needs the momentum the most, and that's the Allure team of Mandy Leon and Angelina Love to defeat the team of Stacy Shadows and the Gatekeeper Kelly Klein by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a very interesting triple threat match. On one side, he is representing Cmll. He is Triton. Next, you have the man who has held the WWE Tag Team titles on multiple occasions, the former member of the original Nexus, Core, and Johnny Mundo Slamtown. He is the Darewolf, PJ Black. And finally, you have the newest member of Villain Enterprises making his much anticipated wrestling return in a one-on-one parameters. He is the mercenary, the understudy, Flip Gordon. Now, this one could be an absolute banger of a triple threat matchup. Three guys looking to make a statement, and this easily could be a contenders matchup for the Ring of Honor TV title. So, three guys looking for a big opportunity. Now, you got Triton looking to get a big one-on-one victory. You got the Darewolf, PJ Black, looking to get his second big victory in 2019. He got a big win over Silas Young at Honor for All. Then you have Flip Gordon, who hasn't wrestled a one-on-one match or any singles match since War of the Worlds. So it's been a very long time since we've seen Flip Gordon in a matchup one-on-one or a triple threat match. But I'm happy to see him. But the question is he 100%? Because he is still, nursing the elbow injury that he caused himself by doing a 450 splash on Hot Sauce Tracy Williams at Best in the World in Baltimore. So I'm very hesitant to see what Flip Gordon can do as a limited wrestler. So coming from me in this very intriguing triple threat match that could be a contenders match for the Ring of Honor TV title. Man, this one's a tricky pick because I'm going to go, I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to go in my gut. I'm going to go with Flip Gordon because I think he's due for a one-on-one victory after injuring himself at Best in the World to defeat PJ Black and Triton by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a huge six-man tag team battle with momentum at stake for Death Before Dishonor. On one side, they are all representing consisting of Hot Sauce Tracy Williams and the #1 contenders for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles at Death Before Dishonor, the team of Bandito and Overkill, Mark Haskins. And their opponents, consisting of Barbaro Cavernario and his partners, the reigning 11-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the best tag team in Ring of Honor's history, and they've been there since day one. And if you know their music, you'll know who I'm talking about.
Reach for the sky, boy.
They are Jay and Mark, the Briscoes. Now, this matchup is definitely big for the Lifeblood Squad. They're looking to gain some momentum into their big Ring of Honor World Tag Team title opportunity at Death Before Dishonor against these Briscoes. And it's also an opportunity for Haskins and Bandito because they're one of the 8 men that will be fighting for a shot at the Ring of Honor World title at Final Battle. So this could actually be a big-time month for Lifeblood. But they need a big victory here to get that momentum going into their big title matchup in Vegas at the end of the month. There it is how you have the team of Barbaro Cavernario and the Briscoes. The big thing I'm very worried about is the injury to Mark Briscoe. He did get hurt in Mexico, so we don't know if he's going to be able to compete. This could change into a regular tag team matchup, but hopefully he'll be okay. But the Briscoes are looking to derail Lifeblood's momentum going into their big Ring of Honor World Tag Team title defense at Death Before Dishonor. That pay-per-view has been very kind to tag team champions, and if you know that, you should already know the titles only changed hands one time at Death Before Dishonor. So history is definitely on the side of the Briscoes. So coming from me in this 6-man tag team battle with momentum at stake for Death Before Dishonor in Vegas, Lifeblood definitely is going to need this win. So coming from me, I'm going to take the Lifeblood squad of Mark Haskins, Overkill Mark Haskins, Bandito, and Hot Sauce Tracy Williams to defeat Barbaro Cavernario and the Briscoes by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a huge tag team showdown. On one side, you have the guy who is always DTF down to fight. He is Josh the Goods Woods. And his partner is the former 2-time Ring of Honor World Television Champion. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. professional wrestling's last real man and Milwaukee's own Silas Young, and their opponents, consisting of Ring of Honor's resident submission specialist and new bad boy, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham, and his partner is the longest reigning and former two-time Ring of Honor World Champion, and he is indeed the franchise. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. And he's also one of the 8 men fighting to become the #1 contender. He is Jay Lethal. Now, you talking about this going full circle. The whole transformation of Jonathan Gresham started with Silas Young at Best in the World in Baltimore in June in a pure wrestling matchup that Jonathan Gresham asked for. And then we all saw how he won that matchup using a low blow. Not very pure to use a low blow in a pure wrestling matchup. But that's where this whole thing started with Jonathan Gresham against the professional wrestling's last real man, Silas Young. So this matchup has come full circle. This whole confrontation is going to come full circle. Now, starting off with the team of Josh Woods and Silas Young, as soon as I heard Josh Woods being part with Silas Young, I thought it was a fantastic idea, because the one thing that Josh Wood lacks is killer instinct. And Silas Young, being a former 2-time Ring of Honor TV champion, he has the killer instinct. But lately, Josh Woods is becoming he's becoming an idiot. He's not listening to Silas Young. He's not taking his advice. He's like high-fiving the fans. Bruh, if you're part of Silas Young, you don't high-five the fans. You don't see Silas high-fiving the fans. He just berates the fans for not being real men. But this is going to be his chance to prove himself to Silas Young. And I mean, you got to prove a lot to be with Silas Young as a partner or a mentor, because Silas Young is the real deal. And this is his hometown in Milwaukee, and I think it's his birthday as well. So what a birthday gift this would be to win in his hometown and defeat a man that he knows very well in Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham. There is the idea of Gresham and Lethal once again tag teaming. I don't get it. Are they setting this up to have Gresham turn on Lethal maybe in the 8-man tournament, so Lethal gets screwed out of the title shot? But this has got to be the last time I see these two guys tag teaming. You got to put them together one-on-one, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, and we need to see it. We need to see this match again one-on-one with a heel Gresham doing like what Zack Sabre Jr. is doing in New Japan Pro Wrestling, being a dick heel as a submission style wrestler against Jay Lethal. We need to see it one-on-one. I hope to God this is the last time these two are tag team. So, coming from me in this huge tag team battle, this one's the trickiest pick, because I want to pick Silas Young's team so bad, but Josh Woods is just not, he's just inexperienced, and I know he's going to screw this whole fucking thing up for the last real man. So coming from me, hopefully this will be the last time these guys tag team, because I want to see them face off one-on-one. I'm going to take the team of Jonathan Gresham and Jay Lethal to defeat the team of Josh the Goods Woods and Silas Young by any means. And now the main event. It is a huge tag team showdown. On one side, you have the former Ring of Honor television champion, the former Never Openweight champion, and he holds a future Ring of Honor World Championship opportunity in his back pocket. He is the Hawaiian juggernaut himself, Jeff Cobb. And his partner, unlikely as it is the hottest wrestler in Ring of Honor right now in 2019, and he is coming in undefeated. He is El Toro Blanco Rouge. And their opponents both representing the kingdom, consisting of the Horror King Vincent and the man that could be coming in as the former Ring of Honor World Champion. I think not. He is the fightingest Ring of Honor World Champion, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about, you Melvins. He's Matt Taven. Now, you talk about a dysfunctional tag team. That is going to be Jeff Cobb and Roosh. You talk about a team that's not going to work together. They're not going to be a well-oiled machine. These two do not like each other. It all started at the Champions vs. All-Star matchup at Center Stage in Atlanta, going into Honor for All in Nashville, where Roosh and Jeff Cobb won the matchup for the All-Stars. And when Cobb put out his hand to shake Roosh's hand, we all know Roosh. He's Los Ingobernables. He ain't gonna shake your hand. He kicks Jeff Cobb's hand away and does a whole shoulder nudge to him, really forcefully, and walks out the ring to take all the glory. Now, we all know Jeff Cobb did win the Fire tonight too at Honor for All, earning a future Ring of Honor World title shot. We just don't know when he's gonna get it. I can definitely see it happening at Honor United in London or in Bolton or wherever they're gonna be at. But Cobb deserves a shot. He did lose. He only lost that match at Best in the World because he was going into the G1 Climax, and I totally understand that. But on the other side, you got Roosh, who I think is the #1 contender, and he's going to get that shot at Death Before Dishonor in Vegas against whoever the Ring of Honor World Champion is, and become quite possibly the first ever Mexican-born Ring of Honor World Champion. So, you know, these two of these guys' egos are not going to gel. They're going to crack, and that could be the advantage that Taven and Vincent need. They're inside of the team of Vincent and Matt Taven, looking to get a big win in this tag team main event, and Matt Taven is looking into his future. He's got Jeff Cobb waiting in the wings, and he's got Roosh at his door. And with the rumor of Matt Taven maybe leaving Ring of Honor because his contract expires on the final on September, I think it's the last day in September, and his last Ring of Honor title match could be at Death Before Dishonor against Roosh. So Ring of Honor's smart. Re-sign Matt Taven. Right now. Sign him. Re-sign him so he doesn't leave. Because as much as people do not like Matt Taven, you got to respect the man who busted his ass and became the Ring of Honor World Champion. And he's been a fighting Ring of Honor World Champion. Overcoming all the odds Ring of Honor puts against him, he always finds a way to win. Oh, he gets help sometimes, but so what? That's what a heel champion does. Gets help. And if you don't like Matt Taven, you're just a Melvin who doesn't get it. So, coming from me in this huge tag team main event match, if it was anybody other than Roosh in Cobb's corner, I would go with the Kingdom all the way. But coming from me, you got Roosh in your corner, you're guaranteed to win. So coming from me, I'm going with the unlikely duo of Jeff Cobb and El Toro Blanco Roosh to defeat the team of Vincent and Matt Taven by any means. And those are my Global Wars Milwaukee 2019 predictions. Now, I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Comment below, who do you have winning all these matchups? Who do you have winning that triple threat match between Triton, PJ Black, and Flip Gordon? Who do you have winning that 6-man tag between the Briscoes and Lifeblood? Who do you have winning this huge tag team main event between Roosh and Cobb versus the Kingdom? Let me know in the comment section below your picks and your opinions. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to me, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. And I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys later today for my official Week 1 NFL predictions. Later days, guys, and peace.